Start with 100 grams of sourdough starter. You are then going to add 280 grams of warm water. Next, you are going to add 20 grams of extra virgin olive oil. Stir to combine after tearing your kitchen scale. Next, we are going to add 500 grams of bread flour. I'm doing this out of the bag because I only had a little bit left in this bag. Next, you will add 12 grams of kosher salt. Stir to combine. The dough will end up looking very shaggy. We will knead it to help it come together into a ball. Here I am kneading the dough to help it all incorporate and form a ball. After I have finished kneading, I will let the dough rest for 1.5 hours. The objective here is to get all those little bits to attach to the main dough ball. After 1.5 hours of rest, we are going to perform stretch and folds. You will pull up and fold over. And you will continue this all the way around the bowl. See how pliable this dough is and how all of the flour has absorbed the water? That's what we're looking for. I'm going to pick the dough ball up and do this in my hands with the use of gravity, folding each time underneath. You want the dough to have a nice soft consistency. I put the seam side up. I'm gonna let it rest for another 1.5 hours. This is after the dough has rested for 2.5 hours. After the dough has rested 8 hours, we are going to shape the dough. As you can see, the dough is significantly larger, almost doubled in size. I choose to shape the dough in the bowl by swiping my hand down and around the bowl. I then flip the dough into my hand and gently place into a batten. Here we see the dough shaping again. As you can see, that shake is what we're looking for.
Here's how I shake one.
You want to make sure your hands are wet when you are doing this.
Gently go between the bowl.
It helps the dough
and scoop it under.
not to stick to them.
Carefully pull your hands out. And you're going to do this all the way around the bowl until it's free from the sides.
And again, we're just going to go around the outside to free the dough from the bowl.
Once it's free from the sides, we're going to gently pick it up.
Again, flip it out onto our hand. Very carefully.
Check out the jiggle on that loaf. Yeah. That's how you know it's ready. What you want to do is start with wet hands. And we're going to just gently tuck the loaf under, turn, tuck under, turn, tuck under.
Just
and I'm going about
under
halfway under the loaf. The
to
objective
create
is
a little bit of a seam, which will adjust once it's in the batten.
I have my batten over here that's already been layered with cornstarch. I'm just going to gently, gently, gently get this into the roundest shape I can. I'm going to wet my hands again.
Put some more water on my hands. And return to
and we're going to put our hand on it and just gently flip her out. We're going to cradle it and slide her in our batten.
We're just going to pinch that seam together. And then we're going to cover it. Now we're flipping it out after a rest period of 12 to 24 hours. We're going to take a piece of parchment paper and flip the batten over, and your loaf should easily come out.
And then we're going to score it.
I'm going to score the loaf with a lom. This helps release excess moisture and improves
and then if you want
oven
you can put a little design in there.
Spring.
You don't want to go as deep with this, but this is
and you can put designs in your sourdough loaf if you choose.
The steam from within the loaf can escape.
And here's the finished product.